All right, let's do it.
So basically what I'm hearing right now is that Athellah Akpin is considering offering MP in 3 first-round picks in exchange for Shep Owens. But, I mean, the organization is obviously, this like internal debate about whether the price is actually too high, but this is what it's looking like to actually get the deal done.
Thank you. It's about time. Bring Shep home.
You're wrong, Perk. They'd be giving up a huge haul for a player they could have drafted just a few months ago. If I'm team president, Phil Boyer, I don't see how I can sign off on this. Are those picks all unprotected?
Well, obviously it sounds a little ridiculous, right? But, I mean, from what I'm hearing, yes, you're correct. But Athellah Akpin was told to quote, blow them away in order to make this happen.
Well, he did.
I'm sorry, but that's way too much. Am I the only one who thinks this is ridiculous?
Unfortunately, yes. And I'll tell you another thing. If Phil Boyer had let his GM do his job and draft the guy that he wanted in the draft in the first place, he wouldn't even be in this mess. Mistakes were made. Now clean them up.
How did they make a mistake? MP looks every bit the prospect Shep does right now. I don't see how you can justify this deal without admitting that your organization is actually just in complete disarray. This is a mess, all right, but it has nothing to do with MP.
Okay, I'm confused. Because what is this part about Phil overruling Athellah?
Well, apparently Shep was Othella's guy before.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Because it always seems so personal to him. Like well beyond some sort of clash with Freddie.
Well, it's both. Look, I did some digging, and Phil hiring Freddie just kind of pushed him over the edge. Like, he wasn't your biggest fan, but once Freddie was hired, he was convinced that you were part of some plot to overthrow him.
Bro, this is insane, man.
Nah, it's kind of just Othello.
So what do we do now?
Do we have to do anything? I mean, that trade is literally crazy. Phil would never sign off on that. I mean, would he?
I don't know.
Seriously?
Look, it's hard to get a read, man. I mean, Boyer keeps his cards close to the vest.
So now it's hard for you to get a read.
Look, I know that this is stressful, MP, but we've got a plan. All right, this isn't unexpected.
All right, then what is it?
Athellah has been using Nate to leak his agenda to the press.
Right.
So it's time we do the same thing.
And you've already done all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
I mean, all the fans are on your side.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative of Athellah having outdated methods has already been established. I mean,
right.
All we really have to do is tell your side of the story in full. It's time to chop his head off.
Wow, you just can't help yourself with
Well, how am I the only one that's excited? Our plan is working beautifully. I mean, we have Athellah right where we want him.
Okay, I will set up a conference call with Nate. This is our ace in the hole. We'll tell him everything that's been going on behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Nate will publish those facts. National will pick up on that story, and we'll be golden.
And we use Nate because he's been the most critical of me up until this point.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're at Tribal Council, and Athellah is about to be voted off the island.
No. I'll let you know when the conference call is set up. Can you pay attention to your phone, please?
I'm looking forward to it.
Put the diamond on her.
Back to 2K23. In July, we held a 2K TV Tuesday event in the city, and I heard that there was some kind of challenge involved.
Always. Everybody's always coming for us. First off, the event was fire. The community showed up. They were repping that 2K TV gear. And right before Team 2K TV got out there to play, our top play of the year winner, No Sleep Uno and his squad, challenged us to a game of 3v3. It did not go so well for us. They're going to like the segment.
In a league that has become all about the three ball, here are two teams that are fantastic shooting it from deep, Dyorj.
Yeah, we call this the three-point revolution. It is how the league has evolved. The game looks nothing like it did 10 years ago. Obviously, the pace is faster and the spacing is much better.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the 1. Outside Edwards. Ball against Conley. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. On target from range.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Rozier outside. Pass to Williams. Ball outside. 5 to shoot. Now Dyorj. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Well, you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Takes a three. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Here's Rozier. Pass to Washington. Can't hit from in close.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Dyorj. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. And Williams punches it home.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Tipped away. Ball with a steal. To the middle. Here's Dyorj. And the jam by Dyorj.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Ball. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Now Dyorj. To the paint. Here's Washington. It's good. Set up beautifully by Dyorj. Dyorj has got 3 assists now in this one. And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Outside Conley. Inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, just coming right off the pick and roll to finish beautifully. Towns looking so comfortable.
Ball outside. Pass to Dyorj. Dyorj with a steal. Dyorj. And the tip in on the offensive boards. Dyorj has got 6 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Outside McDaniels. Towns against Washington. Shot's good by Towns.
Oh, big time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Rozier outside. Washington outside. Pass to Dyorj. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Williams uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. And he jams it home with authority.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Washington's shot is good.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And Reed with a basket on the assist by Conley.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
McDaniels against Dyorj. Washington. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside McDaniels. Knocked away. Oh, Dyorj with a steal. For the finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
You see the burst that Terry Rozier has in the open floor. That's a tremendous finish.
For Minnesota, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive, sees that window and exploits it.
To the inside. And Dyorj with the jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Conley. Last game for him, he picked up 13. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels from behind the arc. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's Dyorj. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
With the assist.
Conley against Ball. Conley passes to Edwards. Down low. Here's McDaniels. And Dyorj with some nice D. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Rozier. Fires the 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. To the paint. Here's Towns. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Towns has got 6.
Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
Dyorj passes to Washington. Right side, Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And, you know, that game had to serve as a morale boost. To win like that in OT, it says something about their character.
You know, they came in as the underdog here. Very low expectations, could play without pressure, and clearly that worked.
Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Conley. It's rebounded by Dyorj. And so it's Charlotte with it, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And Minnesota calls time here. And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Noel, hounded by Ball. Reed against Williams. Reed passes to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Hornets with the rebound. Dyorj has got 4 rebounds now. Well, the Hornets shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Noel in at the point. Dyorj passes to Williams. Yes, and it's Dyorj picking up the assist. Dyorj has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Williams has gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Pass to Noel. Now here's McDaniels.
Foul charge to Charlotte.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area. And so far, the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Inside, Dyorj. And Dyorj with the jam.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Minnesota.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Rozier gets the bucket.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's McDaniels. Takes the three. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Dyorj passes to Williams. Offline with a three. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. It's McDaniels on the wing. Sends it home from three-point land. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
Picking up right where he left off. Hit 2 triples in the first quarter. Now he gets another to fall.
Rozier, the pass to Dyorj. Pass to Washington. The layup off target.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Good. Now just a 5-point Charlotte lead.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Dyorj. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
That's good from Dyorj. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And Minnesota calls time here.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
But you gotta be wild.
Conley passes to McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Williams with it. He's picked up by Conley. Here's Dyorj. 15 points in the game to the middle. And Williams punches it home.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Edwards. There's the three. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can. He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Minnesota's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Pass to McDaniels. Launches it. Williams grabs the board. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Dyorj, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Anderson, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And Dyorj with the jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Conley against Ball. Outside McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Pass to Washington. Stolen by Anderson. Outside Edwards. Here's Conley. Pounded by Ball. McDaniels with it. Outside Edwards. Now here's Conley. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 3 on the clock. Step back shot. Another miss by Minnesota.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Dyorj passes to Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 10. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Hornets team.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
The Hornets shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Dyorj passes to Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Gordon Hayward, he's checked in for Charlotte. Oubre. And so it's Charlotte up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
56.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Timberwolves trail. Ball and Rozier are the guards. MP is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Williams in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. Kept alive by Minnesota. Towns double team. To the wing on the left for 3. Conley. Dyorj with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dyorj. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
And so it's Minnesota with it. 8-point game. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Dyorj. Dyorj has got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
They are just owning the boards right now.
Here's Washington. The rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Rozier. Outside McDaniels. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Towns. That one a little long.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Third personal.
That's good from Dyorj.
First team foul.
Dyorj hits them both. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. McDaniels with it. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Towns against Dyorj. Here's Washington. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Washington. Defensive foul, Anthony.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And here's Edwards outside. Another miss by Minnesota. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Edwards. To the paint. Here's Conley. And he lays it up and in.
Conley.
Let me give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior. He is just crafty enough to finish it.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, a double-digit deficit. They're going to have to play better. They need more of this kind of aggressive play.
And Williams punches it home.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And for Minnesota, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Reed. Outside Edwards. Now here's Conley. 5 on the clock. Here's Reed. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Reed's got his second basket.
The fadeaway with no one on him. Looking for style points to go along with the real ones.
Dyorj passes to Washington. And there it is for him.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
That one misses for Washington. And here's McDaniels. 17 points in the game. Here's the teardrop. Can't hit that one. And the Hornets going the other way now. It's off to Boston after this one, where they will face the Celtics. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Edwards. McDaniels against Dyorj. Back to Edwards. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Up top, Dyorj. He's got 24. Washington passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Pass to Towns. Over Washington. That one's wide left.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Ball passes to Dyorj. Now Rozier. Puts up a 3. He buries it from 3. Rozier's got 7.
Well, early in his career, you played Terry Rozier as a driver. Now you've got to deal with that three-point shooting ability.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Here's Dyorj. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on ball.
One thing that's defined Mike Conley's career in the NBA is his mastery and understanding of the point guard position. Don't sleep on his athleticism now either, though. Vertical at the combine was 40.5 inches. Folks, not a lot of people achieve that number.
And the jam by Dyorj.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Conley with the ball. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And if you know about Conley's family, you know where he gets his athletic ability.
Well, we know Mike Sr. is a gold medalist in the triple jump. He's in the track and field Hall of Fame. No wonder Mike Jr. can jump out of the gym.
Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
The Hornets making a switch here. Mikhailuk's checked in. On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the 1. Williams misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Outside McDaniels. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And last season, new trophies unveiled for the conference finals, honoring Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. I love bringing up these names again.
I agree, B.A. I mean, these are legends. These were those that laid the foundation for this league to be successful. So the idea of adding a little hardware and putting their names on it, I couldn't think of anything better.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Knight, he's checked in for Reid. Moore comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Rivers is checked in for Edwards. And it's McLaughlin in for Conley.
At the line for your Hornets, Mark Williams. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. And Williams drops them both. Minnesota's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Pass to Moore. Here's Rivers from downtown. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Dyorj has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Jones. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Pass to Moore. Clock at 6. Here's Knight. Launches a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Bouknight. Dyorj outside. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. And the basket is good. Mikhailuk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second half lead.
Here's more. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career and having great longevity along the way.
And he drops the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. The Timberwolves shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
And he makes the first.
The third team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves.
He does not get the second one. Charlotte is gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Dyorj outside. Down low. And Williams punches it home.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's more. Here's Knight. Williams defending. Here's Knight to the wing, right side. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves ball.
Charlotte on D. Pass to Rivers. Here's Knight. Williams defending. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 6. Out to the right wing. Here's Moore. True on the 14-footer. Moore's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And that's going to be a foul on Minnesota. He's off on the first. And Grant, as NBA players start to have more of a platform, we still hear those who say, shut up and dribble. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it's silly and it's unfortunate. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. But players today, matter of fact, everybody today has a voice through their social media channels. And it just so happens that NBA players have large platforms that reach people all over the world.
Yeah, don't expect the players to be anything other than themselves.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Dyorj outside. To the inside. There's a minute 47 left in the final quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Bouknight. It's rebounded by Knight.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Floats one, and he lays it in.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Hornets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Inside, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Prince. The 3-ball. Williams grabs the board. Now Dyorj. Offline. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I don't do no beatbox, Leo feet hot, that running like a track star, right out them Reeboks. There's no more parties for your shorty.
So, how you feeling, big guy? You nervous?
I wouldn't say nervous, but, I don't do stuff like this normally, so I am kind of.
Okay, well, we're doing this on speakerphone, so if you need any help, we'll be jotting down some answers on our phones so we can show you.
More like suggestions. It's most important for you to handle this in a way that feels comfortable for you.
Mila, I really appreciate your support,
Yeah.
I know, battling it out in the press isn't how you want to go about it.
As soon as you made a decision, I was on board. I trust you.
Hey, I really hate to interrupt
I'm here
this
for you
tender, touching
always.
moment, but Nate is waiting on line 1 right now.
How long has he been on hold?
20 minutes. What? I just wanted to make him squirm a little bit.
Look, we're giving him a huge scoop. He can wait all day long if he has
You guys
to.
are so devious. You know that?
It comes with the package. But look, focus up, man. You ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Hey, Nate, I'm here with MP.
Great. For a minute, I thought you forgot about me, but MP, how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm looking forward to setting the record straight.
Anonymously.
Yes, of course. And as far as readers are concerned, this is coming from a source familiar with the organization's thinking. Is that what we're talking about?
Perfect.
Okay, good. Okay, let's see. MP, so why don't you start with telling me about Othello's relationship with Freddie Novak?
Okay, so I haven't really seen them interact with each other much, but from what I understand, Othello is convinced that Freddie is angling for his job.
Wait. So it's not just about the PR initiatives?
Nah, man, I'm told it goes way beyond that, Again, you'd have to double check all this, but apparently Othello is paranoid about Freddie's relationship with Phil Boyer. And ever since Freddie was hired to help smooth things over between me and the fans, Othello has been telling people that he thinks he's on his way out.
This is good stuff. I mean, is there any truth to it, though?
Not as far as I know, but Freddie probably wouldn't mention it to me. But I don't get the sense that he's trying to do something like that. He's a real down-to-earth guy. He knows where his strengths lie and tries to empower those around him. He's just not that kind of person that would try to get a GM fired. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. So has the paranoia showed up in other aspects of Othello's work that you're aware of?
Yeah. Well, first of all, he rejects everything he thinks can even remotely connect him to Freddie. Like, Freddie's a big analytics guy when it comes to the marketing segmentation and that sort of thing. And even though he has nothing to do with the basketball analytics department, Othello has completely shut him out in an attempt to undermine Freddie.
I mean, you gotta excuse me. I just find this so comical. But let me get straight. Let me just get this straight. So he's not a fan of teammate grades.
Nah, he can't stand them, man. Actually, he said they're a complete and utter nonsense. But that's just one of the many examples. he's not GMing from a place of trying to help the team anymore. He's literally trying to save his job.
This is some pretty explosive stuff, man. But while we're at it, is there anything else I should know about?
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, Atella Akpem is a good man who just lost his way. He's worried about his job security. That's why he's making decisions that will cripple the franchise for years to come. He wants to give away 3 first-round picks in addition to me for Shep Owens. I mean, why would you do that when I'm at least the same level prospect as Shep? I'll tell you why, because he's paranoid and bitter. And it all started when Phil Boyer overruled him on draft night.
So he was in favor of Shep all along?
Correct. Yep. But then I started finding success on the court. Freddie's plan started working off the court as well, and Atella just went off the deep end. And now we're here. He's fighting for everything the organization is trying to do to improve because he feels threatened. And when a guy like Atella feels like his back is against the wall, he lashes out, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. It's unfortunate, but I got nothing against the guy personally. I'm just say that. But he's just not in his right mind at all. And he's got to go before he throws the next 10 years down the drain just to satisfy his own ego.
I think that's going to have to do it for today, Nate. You good?
I'm more than good. This is what us reporters live for. But I've got to verify all this, of course.
Of course.
And, I mean, this is a tremendous scoop. And if I have any questions, I'll reach out. But otherwise, you gentlemen have a great day.
Thank you, Nate. Pleasure working with you.
So how'd I do?
How'd you do?
Yeah.
You crushed that.
Don't lie to me, bro. I was so nervous, man.
That was great.
Mila, Ash, give me something.
Not bad at all. I have no complaints.
See? Now, we wait. Now, I expect the report to be out in a few days, so until then, you just do what you do.
Ball out.
Ball out. That's right.
But she's still gonna be